right, so a clip from Jerrod Carmichael's new HBO show just went viral, and in it, Tyler the creator is literally laughing in Jerrod's face. It is essentially a clip of Tyler the creator rejecting him, I guess for the second time. Rejecting him again. Like I said, it went viral. I want to talk about it because to me, it feels like the only person who is fake shocked that Tyler, the creator, rejected you is you, girl. I don't know what you want. We all know what that man likes. I don't know what y'all want me to. Let's just talk about it, okay?
I'm the referee, you can't play me, baby. I'm hotter than the summer, can't shade me.
Okay, so for this HBO show, whatever he's doing, Jerrod brought the cameras out and sat down with Tyler, the creator. Now, in front of Tyler, Jerrod told this story, again, in front of the cameras and everything. Jerrod told this story about how in the past, he had already confessed to Tyler, the creator, that he had feelings for him, and Tyler responded by calling Jerrod a stupid bitch or something like that, right? Like, that's how he responded. And Tyler literally starts laughing in Jerrod's face and says, yeah, I did. Like, that's exactly what I did. And I was trying to spare you, bro. Like, he didn't say I was trying to spare you, but like he came on trying to just say, I just brushed it off. But Jerrod ended up saying, no, you called me like a stupid bitch. Like, I want you to. And Tyler's like, yes, I did. You know, laughing in this guy's face, like while he's like real life, Jerrod is real life, like pouting and shit, right? And essentially this whole conversation, Tyler, the creator, is just like, well, I said what I said, and I don't know what you wanted me to say. Like, what would have been an ideal response for you? Like, I'm not into you, girl. Like, and you're like, what do you say? You're like a brother to me, essentially, right? And Jerrod is sitting there, like I said, pouting. Just mad. Earlier, Tyler had ordered food or something, so that shit came in the middle of Jerrod's pouting, and Tyler ate that shit up so good. Sucking his look at his fingers. It was finger licking good. And then he was talking about, I'm about to fart in a couple of seconds, so can we wrap this shit up? So I was just like, it was just crazy. So I'm going to come back to this, right? Because first of all, I don't know why Jerrod is going to sit here and act shocked. Like, I'm not going to act shocked. Nobody's acting shocked at this point except you, because we already know Tyler only date white boys. Like, come on now. Like, the whole world knows that. I thought the both of y'all were on the same page with that shit, to be honest. And second of all, I think this entire awkward-ass conversation ties into the feelings I had while watching the trailer for Jerrod's show in the first place. Now, I want you to walk with me here. Okay, so I'm just try and say this as delicately as I can. I think that people who remind me of like the Jerrods and Tyler, the creators of the world, right? They always present their obsession with whiteness and white men in a similar fashion, right? Like the black boys who are just super obsessed with whiteness, right? It feels like Jerrod was saying in this like HBO trailer, the trailer for his show, in the show, like what he was showing us, the previews, whatever, it felt like what Jerrod was saying is, I'm gonna show y'all all the like how terrible and painful it is for me when I try to date black men. See, look, and the one black man you showing us trying to date is the one who's also obsessed with whiteness like your ass is. So it's just like, now wait, before y'all get mad, there is a difference between being open to, like, being a black person who's open to dating white people, you know, versus having an obsession with whiteness to the point where you're okay with being fetishized and, you know what I mean, you're okay with that racial fucking violence. Like, or I think there's a clear difference, and I want to make sure that y'all know that I understand that before y'all get in my comments mad as hell, right? So anyway, in the trailer for Jerrod's show, he was showing his homophobic black family and their ignorance, right? And of course, I think it's necessary to talk about the black community's ignorance and homophobia. You know what I mean? In you know, many parts of the black community, there are those issues, right? I think it's very important that we talk about this and how it affects your life as a queer black person. I do it on my channel. I always be dragging the knickknacks. Like, I be dragging the ashies so bad, the homophobic ashies. I be dragging them. I do it on my channel. But I feel like the black gays who are like this, you know, the white obsessed ones, they use the black community's flaws as an excuse to obsess over whiteness. Right? Like, these niggas, like it's one thing to be like, okay, as a community, we need to work on this, guys, versus, okay, you know, seeing the problems that the community has, having some bad interactions, a couple bad interactions with black people, a part of a black community, and then just deciding like, well, all black people are fucked up, so I'm gonna completely disregard all their asses. They're all like a brother to me, all of their asses, right? And just go on obsessing over whiteness, right? So I think that, this particular brand of black gay, they won't ever discuss. Like, they'll talk about the ignorance of the black community. They'll talk about all the homophobia and all that shit and how they were mistreated by, certain parts of the black community. But these niggas won't think about or discuss all the ways they have to make their black selves small to be around ignorant white gays. And white gays who are like ignorant, and there's a lot of them who are ignorant and racist, they're gonna let your black ass know that you like where your place is. They're gonna remind you, girl. Even if they kiki with you and frolic around with your ass, they're gonna remind you where you belong on that social totem pole, period. These black gays who are obsessed with whiteness, they won't think about or discuss the fetishization of black bodies over there. All they will do is show you a bunch of ignorant black folk in a trailer. They will show you them getting hurt or rejected by a black man once or a couple times. And then they'll say, see, this is why I go where I go. I go where the good shit's at. I gotta go where the white folks is at. Y'all are just too ignorant and too stupid to know some shit, to learn some shit. And it's just like, babe, you are literally a dancing monkey on stage for them with a BBC. Like, it's such a one-sided, this is the promised land kind of view of whiteness and white queerness that a lot of black gays have, or some black gays have. And it's just like, the black community is not perfect, to say the least, at all. Like, I'm not saying that shit. But to pretend that investing in whiteness like this is a valid alternative that's not destructive is kind of crazy to me. Like, so I think it's very corny when y'all have two black gays who are definitely like this, or black queers who are like this. They give you Sean Cody only, please. Like, they give you Sean Cody only, please, right? So I think it's corny to see these two personality types, knowing that they ain't into each other at all, sit down in here, talk about rejection and getting rejected, and Tyler Craig laughing in his face. It's like, this shit is fucking corny, bro. And Jerrod over there fucking keeled over like he about to have a heart attack. It's just like, girl, this shit was so corny. And like I said, based off of the trailer, like based off of what I saw in the trailer, it's just like, I am not surprised that it's this corny. I'm not surprised. But like I said, I think watching the trailer, how I felt after watching the trailer and then also seeing this clip go viral, it just reminded me of how a lot of these, like I said, these black gays specifically who are obsessed with whiteness, who put whiteness above their own selves, right? It reminded me of how they are just like, oh, well, the entirety of the black community treats me like shit. The entirety of the black community is just so ignorant and homophobic. And it's just like, no, there are issues within the black community. Of course, there's issues of homophobia. There's issues, toxic masculinity, you name it. But I think a lot of these black gays who are obsessed with whiteness present like the white queer community as if it's like this flaw-free, like, oh, well, you know what I mean? Y'all disrespected me over here on the black side, so I'm gonna go over here on the white side. But I'm just like, they're racist over there, girl. And y'all don't ever want to talk about that. Y'all don't want to ever open up the can of worms with that shit. So y'all are able to handle the macroaggressions, the microaggressions, the fetishization. I hate pronouncing that word. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You're able to deal with all that shit. You can handle that shit. But a black man rejecting you, some black people acting silly, sometimes idiotic, you know what I mean? Homophobic. That's going to turn you against every single black person on this motherfucker. All of their asses fucking a brother to you, girl, Tyler, girl. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's presented as, well, them niggas they don't know no good now. They don't know no good. So you better go on over to this side. And it's just like, okay, but y'all are being dehumanized over there too. And y'all don't want to talk about that shit either. Or y'all actually get off on that shit. That's your kink, being dehumanized in that way. And so, yeah, I was just like, this entire conversation with Tyler, the fucking Creator, and Jerrod is so corny to me. And like, everybody was online watching shit like, bro, Jerrod, you really sitting here surprised that Tyler is not your ass girl? He riding around like you, bro. Like, what you mean? He riding around just like you. Anyway, if you saw this clip, if you know what I'm talking about, please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, because at this point, The only thing that y'all could do for one another, Tyler and Jerrod, is meet up once a week to swap white boys. Like, that's it. Meet up once a week, do y'all little research, compare notes on Grindr, and swap white boys. That's all y'all could do. That's all y'all could do for each other. And on that note, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you have a good goddamn evening.
And that's why you can't take me, you hate me. I don't want your nigga, you crazy. That nigga too lazy. I need me a nigga who can tame me. Coming through and make your nigga switch.